I'm Ed Bailey. I'm a temporary aquarist here at the Hornimans Museum. I've been working here for just over 3 months. Before that, I was working out in Saudi Arabia for a prince, working in his private aquarium. Well, it was the Victorians who sort of first started off the whole public aquarium idea. They started off keeping them in glass tanks which had slate bottoms. In some ways they're almost like freak shows because people, they hardly knew anything at all about what lived in the sea. I mean, obviously they ate the fish that came from it, but they didn't know anything at all about anemones or corals. At 10:30 we then open the aquarium to the public. A lot of them just ask you about Nemo and Dory, and that does get a little bit wearing after a while.
Mummy, that's my sock!
Nemo on your sock!
Hello, Nemo!
Can you find the yellow one, darling? Which one's in there?
But a lot of them are really interesting, like the seahorses and the lobster, and also you can help them learn quite a lot because quite often they or their parents don't know the sort of correct term for them. Like they'll call the lobster a crab or a crayfish, and you can then go along and say, well, it's actually a lobster, and this is because of so and so, and then you've helped the public learn a bit more, so you're sort of helping them as well. The whole fish and the algae, that goes to the lobster as she gets quite hungry. The lobster will go on hunt for other fish and invertebrates in the system if we don't feed her enough, so it's very important that we do feed her the right amount of food. And as you can see, she traps the prey with her large pincers, and then she moves them down in towards her mouth, where she's got sort of smaller pairs of pincers that she uses to hold it while she eats it. As you can see, she's now eating it quite happily. After the feeding, we then have to do, we have to clean all the windows on the inside and on the outside. We have to keep everything looking nice, because otherwise the public will complain about it, even if the tank is still perfectly suitable for the fish. So a lot of it is just for aesthetic reasons, like that we clean the glass and things like that. The algae doesn't harm the fish as such unless it gets to very high levels. So most of it is just maintenance based, yeah. We then do the mangroves as well. They get misted, and then that's pretty much it really. Here is the Horniman Museum quarantine department. This is used for the aquarium, and it's basically an acclimatisation and treatment room for the fish. Here is where we keep all of the fish and invertebrates that are waiting to go into the display systems, and where we also treat the ill fish. Up here we also have our coral cutting tank, which is this tank here, and this is where we're currently doing research on one of the species of corals. We're collecting the larvae from it, and we're hoping to grow them on in a little system that is behind the main reef tank. Okay, these are the new seahorses. They're going to be moving into their new home very shortly.
That one?
Yeah.
Look, there's another one, you see it?
They're all they've all gone to hide in there.
Look round there, that one's hanging on to the...
Yeah.
See it hanging on with its tail? There's another one, look.
I saw the one that was hiding.
You saw the one that was hiding?
It was moving.
There's another one.
Daddy, Daddy, Daddy!
Oh yeah.
It's very varied, my job, so you never get bored of doing anything because you can always move on to do something else. And also, obviously, you're caring for the animals. If you've got an ill animal, it's nice to see it recover. And also, a lot of the corals, you can sort of watch them grow, and you know that you're doing it right if they start, if they grow really well. And it's also quite a lot of interaction with the public. Just generally a good job to have, really.